So let's start with who was your man crush last year.
Right.
The best rookie quarterback season that you ever saw.
Yep.
C.J. Stroud, the Houston Texans, they have done it again. They've started out 1-0. They beat the Colts 29-27. C.J. Stroud, get this stat line now. 12 touchdowns, no interceptions in 6 career division games. And so a little bit back and forth, some highlight plays by Anthony Richardson. But the Texans, they got some new weapons. They got some new toys. Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, they used them.
Game was really good, 29-27, no doubt about it. You said it. We'll break down the Colts and all that. Here's my first just initial thought of the game is, oh, my gosh, with the Texans, right? We knew the passing game and C.J. Stroud were going to be good. But my big thing with the game is, oh, my gosh, if they have a running game like we saw today. Right, that was the only thing that missed from the Bobby Slowick / Shanahan offense last year was the ability to just run at will against certain football teams. Joe Mixon was definitely one of the stars of the day, right? No big runs on the day, really. It was just one great 6-yard run, 8-yard run, 10-yard run, 12-yard run, 5-yard run. That was phenomenal. But I say that and where I go, this is scary where the Houston Texans can go from here because if they can run the ball like this, and then this guy who never misses a throw ever in C.J. Stroud. I mean, if it's there, he's going to hit it. And he still made some of the damnedest throws I saw today as far as accuracy and putting in a spot where defenders can't get it. But my point being, if the run game goes like this, Slowick has 9 million play-action passes just like Shanahan too. And they're going to put people in such a bind with, the addition of Diggs, who's going to be their meat and potatoes, over the middle, lots of reception guy. And then you got Nico Collins, who's going to be the big play guy for their football team. And we know Tank Dell is going to have splash moments as well. That is what excites me the most about this football game, is what they looked like on the offensive side of the ball. And not necessarily what they looked like today, but I think the potential of what it could look like going forward.
So here's my question with Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
30 carries, 159 yards, a touchdown. D'Amico Ryan said when we needed him to run the ball, he did. They knew it was a run. He still made plays.
Exactly.
Was that real?
I think it was real.
We've seen this in the past.
Yeah.
When a team gives up on a running back,
right,
usually that guy's done.
I know. But this is like, last year when I was talking to you, and we would watch Dalvin Cook or whatever, I'd be like, oh, man, that doesn't look the same, right? I said it right away. I saw Joe Mixon today, and I went, man, I mean, he looks fresh. He looks really good. Doesn't look like he lost a step at all. Looks like he's motivated by everything, let alone, hey, he was in a place in Cincinnati that I don't think was dedicated to the run like this team is about to be, so I'm sure that excites him too. And the Texans with a healthy offensive line are dangerous up front. So that was awesome. Colts, there's positives to take away too. You said it, right? I still have my worries, but you got to be excited about Anthony Richardson and some of the big throws and the big plays he made. I mean, that's what the Colts did today. It was just big plays. There was nothing where you went, oh, they're going to put drives together and, oh, he's surgical, as I always say, and stuff like that. That's the part of the game I worry about with Anthony Richardson, too. He's going to make some of the wow throws, but is he just going to make some of the everyday throws that we got to make in the NFL on a consistent basis? And I think that's still something to question. But Alec Pierce, I'm a big fan of him, and I got a lot of shit when I made him a top 5 receiver coming out in the draft that year. I'm telling you saw today, Alec Pierce is the fastest white boy receiver in football right now. He can go deep. He's going to be their deep target there. So definitely positives. But I wouldn't be lying too. I mean, Colts defensively, right? That's got to be a little concerning about how the day started off, the season started off, consistently the ball being moved, the ability for the Texans to control the clock for the most part, right? 417 yards, had the ball for 40 minutes. Those aren't good things for the Gus Bradley Colts defense. But again, it wasn't all bad. There's a lot of positives out there too.
That Anthony Richardson 60-yard touchdown pass to Alec Pierce traveled 65.3 yards in the air. It's the third longest completion in the next-gen stats era.
I don't know which one was more impressive, right? The bomb was great, but the missile he threw to Doolin on the in-cut and then he ran for the touchdown, the fact that he just threw it with such pace, and it was a pretty tight window where he had to get it in, and he fit it into the guy before the defender, I think, thought like, oh, I'm going to be able to make a break on this. I'm either going to get a pick or I'm going to get a hand on it. He threw it so hard he didn't get to it. Receiver catches it, boom, touchdown. But, all in all, good things for Anthony Richardson. Colts, I like them. I think they're going to be a pain in the ass all year. I'm not ready to say they're a playoff team or anything like that. You know my thoughts there. But I still think they're good. I was impressed with the Texans. It wasn't perfect. Big plays. They're going to be pissed about all that. I know that. But overall, that offense and what they did, and the defense, they'll continue to get better. They got a lot of talent on that side of the ball.
The only negative for the Houston Texans, they've created a problem now with Stephon Diggs. 2 touchdowns in his first game, and he drop off. Now I'd be like, come on, man.
Right.
What happened to us?
That's where I think that's where his value will be a lot of the times, though, because he's going to be their number one route runner, right? You always hear me talk about that. Nico's going to be the guy, come back, on one-on-one back shoulder, go route, post route, right?
Really perfect spot for him. Dell and Nico can be the speed guys.
Exactly, right. And now he can be, I'll run the little fake slant and come back out, or the jerk route over the middle on the linebacker. And, it might not be 5 receptions, 125-yard stat lines for Stephon Diggs like it used to be in the old days. I think this year we're going to see more 8 catches, 74 yards, and the touchdowns down in the red zone. They'll lean on him down there because he's very good at understanding holes and how to set up defenders when it gets close down into touchdown area.
Colts now since 2013, they are 0-10-1 in their last 11 season openers. So they're used to this. They've gone down this road before. Thank God for that one tie, or that stat would look really bad. Colts hung tough, though, lose by 2 to the Houston Texans.
Yo, homies, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's time. The NFL season is here on Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
You can hit subscribe to get all the weekly picks, plus our Sunday recaps as the games are happening.
Oh, you know it. Nobody does that better than us. Thanks again for watching. Remember to subscribe. Peace out. We'll see you next time on Unbuttoned.